Series for both teams, honestly. DFM with the blue side.
All right, DFM going to be banning away the Varus, something that Eminem has tended to drift towards regardless of on-hit or lethal tempo, even regardless of draft a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Eminem not really the standout player. Very good player.
Yeah.
But it's not usually Eminem you're looking to take over a game. He's pretty happy just being a consistent damage dealer and seeing what Kaiwing can pull off in engagements. Zaya going to be banned away as well from Eminem, so really targeting down his champion pool. It's Karma taken away most likely from Arya, but of course could be Harp and Ray Farki as well. The champion's pretty versatile currently.
Yeah, so they're trying to make Eminem uncomfortable, I guess, and I think it's not that we've seen him do poorly on other picks, it's that he just hasn't gone for other picks. He just only plays these champs, so we will get a chance to see him.
ปกติโดวาซายากับวารัสนี่ไม่ค่อยเจอในแรงไทยนะคุณผู้ฟัง
Through TFM gonna have their
คือแต่ว่าในการแข่งเขาแบนกันโคตรบ่อยเลยคือก็เคยเห็นคนเล่นแต่ไม่คิดว่ามันจะโหดขนาดนั้นไงแต่เดาว่าโปรเพลเยอร์เขาคงคิดว่ามันโหดแหละ
Callista open even
แต่ว่าตัวคาร์มาแบนเนี่ยเข้าใจได้เพราะว่าแพทนี้มันค่อนข้างโกงมันเอาไปซับเขาโหดแล้วก็เอาไปเลนกลางเขาโหด
Worried about a Callista first pick by DFM here if I'm Frank. Just because Varus is a champ you'd like to take into the Callista. Zaya not too bad either. Strong laners just to be able to survive.
แต่หลังๆเท่าที่สังเกตเวลาแข่งเขาชอบแบน ADC กันแบบหนักๆ
Okay, Senna taken away. What will Frank opt for? Nico, I would stand out to me as, at least for Frank specifically, the best champion that they could possibly take.
Maybe Nautilus.
ส่วนเซนนาก็น่าจะเล่นได้แค่แพทนี้แหละแพทหน้านี่ได้ยินว่าเซนนาโดนเนิร์ฟแบบหนักๆคือเซนนา AD นี่แบบเดเมจแพทหน้าน่าจะหายไปแบบแทบไม่เหลือน่าจะเล่นได้เฉพาะซัพพอร์ต
Annie picked into the Ahri. Wonder if DFM have that prepared.
Okay.
It did pretty well. It was a Showmaker up against Faker, and he actually solo killed him with the Annie.
Wow.
And as we know, Annie's the best champion in the game.
That is true.
We cannot beat it in solo queue.
แต่ว่าเอลี่แพทนี้ก็โหดนะคุณผู้ฟังเป็นตัวแบบเรียกว่าตัวท็อปพิกเลยอะในการแข่งคือเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะอัตราชนะมันค่อนข้างโอเคอะไปดูจากในเว็บ op.gg อ่ะเป็นตัวท็อปเลยพอๆกับคาม่า
To these guys on Rel Nico here earlier in the split.
Giving over even the Sinner Nautilus, kind of surprising considering how much Kaiwing has enjoyed that champ, but they might have something prepared for this pick.
Maybe Nautilus feels bad when you're almost always going to be against Senna Tom if you do take away the Nautilus. Can kind of counter your Nautilus ult with the Tom Kenshul.
Perhaps. I don't think that's too much of an issue, but maybe. Maybe that was the thought process.
Yeah, you probably still want the Nautilus, but we'll see what they've got cooking in the bot lane. A lot of bot lane bans.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem has always been, at least in prior seasons, very good at the Aphelios, Kai'Sa, Zeri even, something that he's been good at. Maybe Zeri Prio goes down because they are against Nautilus, and Avai makes it go down even further.
Oh, man. I want to be Sivir this game, but I don't know if that's a pickable champ at the moment.
I want to be Israel this game. Smolder.
Yeah, Smolder not
Honestly,
bad.
Smolder's actually not bad because Vi is just going to run into you. There should be some peel for the Smolder, and then Vi's not that great at getting out of a situation.
ส่วนสโมเดอร์ก็มันไปได้หลายเลนนะคุณผู้ฟังคือแบบใบกลางก็ได้เลนล่างก็ได้ใบบนก็ได้คืออัตราชนะอ่ะทั้ง3เลนอ่ะโอเคทั้งคู่
Who have the first ban?
ส่วนใหญ่ตัวที่ไปได้หลายๆเลนอ่ะการเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะในแข่งก็จะชอบเลือกกันเพราะว่ามันเอาไว้แบบหลอกฝั่งตรงข้ามไงว่าให้เขาเดาว่าจะไปเลนไหนอะไรเงี้ย
At least in lane.
Talia. Yeah.
เดี๋ยวดูแล้วน่าจะไปดีแหละ
DFM.
Maybe support bans for DFM, I would think.
Yeah, that would make sense.
They do have to blind pick top, so they could prepare for that. By banning away counters.
I do feel like it's just gonna, okay, they're gonna prepare for the Cassante pick almost 100%.
Yeah.
So, Na being the first ban kind of gives that one away. Frank could just pick the Cassante first, but it's not really what we expect out of Jiang.
Yeah, it's not really his style of champ. Same with the Gragas. I don't see Jiang playing Gragas, even if it is a good blind pick. They could just ban away the...
แต่ว่าเหมือนแผ่นหน้าสโมเดอร์ก็โดนเขาเรียกว่าอะไรโดนเนื้อแล้วคุณผู้ฟังคือจริงๆอ่ะอัตราชนะมันก็ไม่ได้สูงเวอร์นะแต่ว่าเหมือนกับเดาว่าอะไรออดเขาจะคงคิดว่าในการแข่งโบเพเยอร์มันคนหยิบมาเยอะแล้วก็เวลาโบเพเยอร์เล่นค่อนข้างโหดไงเขาก็เลยน่าจะเนิร์ฟ
Seen him play that even.
แต่ถ้าพูดถึงในแรงเอาข้อมูลมารวมๆกันอ่ะอัตราชนะมันก็ไม่ได้สูงเวอร์นะไอตัวเนี่ยสโมเดอร์
Will we see here? Leona, okay, definitely a good takeaway from Kaiwing, but there are just so many supports open that Kaiwing can play now. The Rel sticks out as maybe the one. Alistair's another one. Maybe just the Tom for a bit of safety here for the Smolder.
Kaiwing does prefer the Rel, but the Tom seems really good this draft.
I think the Rel's fine. It can do a really good job of getting in between the team and kind of isolating that Vi.
Yeah, they do have the lockdown to get onto the Smolder or the Ahri, but they don't have the follow-up yet. They do go for the Tom.
Okay. Tom is going to be locked in, so Jiang's going to have his choice of counterpick here for Frank, which is definitely very scary. Of course, it is just almost 100% going to be this Cassante locked in here for Ray Farkey.
Yeah, no surprises there. He's usually a weak side for DFM, and I mean, Cassante might be the best weak side top laner.
Wow, Lissandra, okay.
Oh, okay.
Definitely some follow-up now. And this is going to force...
เหมือนลิซันดาเขาบอกว่ามันจะเคาน์เตอร์เอลี่นะคือหลังๆเวลาการแข่งถ้าเกิดฝั่งตรงข้ามหยิบเอลี่มาก่อนอ่ะอีกฝั่งนึงจะเลือกลิซันดาเลยเหมือนเอลี่มันเวลาสกิล4อันติใช่ไหมมันจะแดชได้3ครั้งใช่ปะเขาจะเอาลิซันดามาสกิล4ใส่อ่ะโพเซนทูมจับแช่แข็งแล้วก็ลุมยำอะไรเงี้ย
Doesn't feel like a very good Aatrox game. I like the green way better. You've just got a bunch of tanks. And I think the Aatrox build, where you do go sort of Sundered Sky and whatnot, just feels weaker.
Yeah, and if you're walking into Lissandra Nautilus Vi, you're just going to eat an ult and die in it. Though it is a very low damage comp on the side of DFM.
Yeah, DFM do lack damage for the most part.
Yeah.
They do have the damage to definitely kill off one member, and if they do kill off the Smolder, there's not the biggest threat on them in the world on the opposing side. Of course, Gwen can be, but...
This also looks like a game where it's going to be pretty hard to get these resets for Gemini on the Viego.
Possibly, but Smolder makes that pretty easy.
Yeah, once you get there. We'll see what DFM can do. I don't think they'll be shutting down the Smolder in the way you might traditionally shut it down by trying to dive it. I think they will just be grouping very early and forcing dragon fights, sieging turrets. That is the look we saw out of them in their earlier series.
Absolutely, and now this is the final battle that we will have in our upper bracket. LJL's Detonation Focus Me up against the PCS's Frank Esports. It's a tall order, I think, for DFM, as Frank were in our first place position for the vast majority of our regular season. They looked really, really good. Faltering at the end, but that was also without their AD carry, so it's hard to really put too much weight into that.
Yeah, I do think Frank have kind of lost their grasp on the meta that they had. They were the first team that it felt like really figured out the meta from seemingly week one. Just had a good grasp on the meta and could play all of the strong champs. And as the meta's changed a bit, they've fallen behind in that regard. TP match for Eminem, I really like that. I don't think you're going to need a combat sum in this lane.
Yeah, I do worry about later, though. Lissandra can just flash ult you at some point. I guess you do have Kaiwing to gobble you up, give you a shield and whatnot, but it is still a little scary.
ส่วนใหญ่ทำเค้นเจอกับ Nautilus นี่มันจะไม่ค่อยกดกันนะคือเหมือนอารมณ์คล้ายๆต่างคนต่างฟาร์มอ่ะคิดว่าเลนล่างน่าจะฟาร์มกันยาวๆ
Cleanse on Udapon.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's cleansing.
Just Ari Charm, maybe a Viego stun. Well,
I don't think we need cleanse this game.
Yeah.
Like barrier, maybe even just the heal, honestly.
I don't think we've seen any Ghost Senna.
No, not particularly, but Jiang going to get a good trade from South Level 1, as we often see, into the Cassante for pretty much every champ.
Yeah, Ray Farkey making sure he protects his job.
ส่วนเกวนกับตัวเคซันเต้นี่ไม่แน่ใจนะแต่เหมือนเคยได้ยินคนเขาบอกว่าเกวนมันจะไม่ชอบคนไอตัวแชมเปี้ยนที่แบบเข้าถึงตัวอะไรแบบเนี้ยแบบเคซันเต้แจ็คอะไรเงี้ยเกวนจะไม่ค่อยชอบแต่ว่าต้องรอดูนะ
Them down
Is
after.
there a chroma for Smolder? Oh, there's a skin, but the skin's definitely not this color.
Yeah, it must be then. I haven't even seen the Smolder skin.
I have. It doesn't look that good, I don't think.
Hey, maybe it's just this
not
chroma.
like a High Noon Lucian skin, that's for sure.
What's the skin called? Do you know?
No, I don't remember. It's one of the themed skins. It came out with a bunch of other ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
I can't keep up.
No, there's a lot of skins in the game. Oh, getting off an electrocute proc there.
Word from our producers that it is Heaven Scale Smolder.
There you go.
Is that like a dragon theme thing that happened? Because Janna's got a new dragon themed skin.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who absolutely knows at this point? Jiang obviously up at the top side. No surprises. He is going to have priority pretty much the entirety of this lane. Maybe not really having kill pressure for a while, but certainly when you get to 2 items, you are just shredding through this Cassante. Cassante honestly does have kill pressure over Gwen at kind of the 1 item stage.
Yeah, we're yet to see how that's impacted though.
เหมือนกลายเป็นเซนน่ากดเว้ยอาจจะเป็นเพราะว่าระยะยิงมันไกลกว่าด้วย
This lane in the bot lane though looks
เพราะว่าตัวสโมเดอร์จริงๆมันก็ไม่ได้เขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะดีไกลอะไรขนาดนั้นนะ
so freely stack up off you. With the Q auto, there's not much threat, especially with a Smolder as your ADC.
Yeah. There's not much threat onto Eminem in just the isolated lane either, though, so
Yeah.
you are just sort of matching the stacking. Of course, Smolder, I favor the Smolder stacks every day of the week, so...
Yeah, I mean, this champ is just a win con by itself. Hook onto Kaiwing should be okay.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of burst in this lane, but HP pretty rough.
Yeah, as long as he can land some tongue lashes, though, he should be able to get a bit of that health back. Grey health as well, going to help out. And Eminem, he's still staying relatively healthy. Also has the teleport available for himself, so That's really what you care about more than the time Kinch's health, sorry.
Pretender decides to stay in the mid lane, very low HP and mana, but Steel was recalling on top of a ward, so he knows he'll just be safe. So Gemini hovers his bot lane.
Not there for him to take.
That was a nice backwards vision cone plant to clear vision on his blue buff there, Gemini. His bot lane probably communicating that Udapon or Harp had roamed up toward.
I think it was Steel.
เพิ่งเห็นว่าสโมเดอร์เอาไอ้นั่นมา TP น่าจะรู้ตัวว่าโดนกดก็เลยเอา TP มาจะได้ฟาร์มไม่ตกมากนะ
Of impact.
Absolutely.
So, well played by
Some
Frank.
lucidity here for the Ahri. Kind of surprising.
Harp could take a bad trade here.
Yeah, but he has teleport still. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I thought he might get stunned up by Kaiwing on the Tahm Kench.
Eminem almost getting to his first upgrade. Not quite there yet. He is now.
Yeah.
And
No freeze possible in the bot lane.
Steel now starting up this dragon. We'll see if Frank want to contest. It is level 6 here for Arya, while Pretender still sits at level 5.
Ooh. I think Gemini was in the right place at the right time there. I think Arya might have gone on that E.
Tongue Lash lands. Abyssal Voyage will knock up Udapon. And through will come Steel. They're off the Baron. And there comes the Dragon, sorry, and the stun coming up. Glacial Tomb onto Gemini, but he's living. Is he going to be able to get the reset? One more auto, he does! But the Q from Udapon will deny him getting that reset.
นิดเดียวถ้าเกิดเวียโก้สิงทันนี่คือเผื่อๆรอดนั่นเนี่ย
He's alive on 1 HP for so long.
Yeah.
เราได้โนเวียโก้รอดเนี่ย
Out of this comp, they get Gemini super low initially with a flash ult from Arya. Flash to follow up from Udapon, but there just wasn't damage to follow.
หรือมันกดสิงไม่ทันวะเพราะเวลาปกติพอเวียโก้มันเริ่มสิงมันจะเขาเรียกอะไรวะมันจะตีไม่เข้าไงยกเว้นว่าเธอเลตตีอะไรเงี้ย
Straight onto Gemini here, and they get him super low immediately, and then no damage to finish him off.
Yeah, and if Pretender had mana, it would have been even better.
Yeah, it would have been a disaster.
อ๋อกำลังจะสิงแล้วโดนตีตายก่อน
Of course, first blood feels good for Frank, and they stopped any progress on that dragon.
Yeah, if Pretender has mana for ulti there, that might be a triple kill. Or at least a very different fight.
Absolutely. But what could have been was not. It's going to be a trade, though, of these Void Grubs for the dragon. First dragon of the game here going over to DFM. Hook out a Harp onto Kaiwing. Again, not going to be that meaningful. Got a pretty good trade. Even got the Guardian out, but...
Yeah, that was a big trade. It was nice for the bot lane, but yeah, it's never going to... No one should be dying in this bot lane 2v2.
Yeah. Oh, well, this lane state is...
Yeah.
For Rayfarki.
Yeah, Gemini is here as well.
Oh, this might be bad, though. Kaiwing off the trade did recall, and now Eminem's getting dove by 3 members. He's got the flash. Is he going to be able to get out? It should just be one more Vault Breaker away from Steel taking it. He gets health from killing, and he gets the ult. That's a double kill now. Eminem is
ไม่น่าเสิร์ฟคิวเลยถ้าเกิดไม่เสิร์ฟคิวนี่คือได้ไปแล้วนะ
versus Steel.
คือเหมือนไวจะเสิร์ฟคิวให้ไอตัวเซน่าได้โดนแรกพ้น
It's coming through the knock up.
เผื่อๆตายด้วย
Stun again, and Pretenders here. Charm lands. Another kill going over. It's 3.
ผมว่าเสียดายอันนี้คือพลาดเลย
And great success for Frank.
Yeah, and I think
คือเหมือนเสียเวลาไล่นานไปอะ
it's level 6 off of it and turns around with his ulti to kill Udapon. What a disaster for DFM. Pretty happy if you're a Pretender, though, walking down the river for a free kill. And it looked like DFM had played this perfectly. Aftershock procced for Harp, and I think he just tanks the tower too long, and Udapon actually cancels an
แต่นอตลุสตายด้วย
and
Oh, there's almost a kill in the
Yeah.
picture-in-picture there as Jiang almost takes out Rayfarki, of course.
yeah, manages to get away with the ghost. Not enough damage. We see the Gwen murdering the Cassante once she gets to 2 items.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're so happy as Pretender. Walk down river, free kill, walk back up.
Yeah, Smolder got 2 kills on the board after a botched dive, and Frank are feeling pretty good in this game. They're now up 800 gold. It's not the most impactful. Pathmaker going to be used here. It's the Spirit Rush, Ray Farkey. Looks like he might live. Pretender. Execution is not the worst.
Yeah, everyone's misjudging the tower damage on these dives here. Tanking an extra shot.
Oh, nice snip, snip, snip. Was it just snip, snip? I think it's snip, snip. I said one too many snips. Sorry, guys.
Oh, well, there are 4 snips, possibly.
True. Oh, hook goes wide. Harp, though, there are minions, so he's all right.
And I think you're kind of seeing the problem with these low damage comps on DFM.
แต่ว่าขนาดเล่นพลาดกันก็ยังห่างกันไปเยอะนะ
Even slightly misplay, like Udapon canceling an auto attack,
น่าจะเป็นเพราะว่าได้กดเลนไปด้วยแหละแบบเลนล่างอะไรเงี้ยมันกดเลน
not being able to convert these kills, right? Or it's not very clean. You saw it mid and you saw it on that dive. Even the slightest mistake, you have, you know, maybe exactly enough damage to kill someone cleanly, but yeah, hard to play.
Ray Farkey up on the top side, down a little over 20 CS as things stand. So
Arya, though.
Jiang going to be feeling pretty good, and yeah, fancy feet.
No, he's up 20.
Oh, he is.
Pretty impressive. Maybe a counter pick to the Ahri found pretty early on.
Perhaps. Pretender, he's going to have to flash. Does manage to survive, though. No Glacial Prison coming through, so won't get him stunned up.
Yeah, doesn't risk trying to ult away there. Maybe Harp in trouble.
Yeah, Harp does have flash available. He's going to use it nice and early.
Yeah, maybe his Q is on cooldown there.
คือถ้าตะกี้อันนี้แฟชช้ากว่านี้นี่คือเกิดใหม่อะ เพราะว่าวายกับลิซันดามันอันติพร้อมไง
Disappeared in front of our eyes.
Yeah, and I think this is exactly how you want to play the Senna and Nautilus. Senna doesn't want to spend, once she's 6, she doesn't want to spend too much time in the bot lane now. This Nautilus will be fine, just clearing waves. On the other side, there is a Smolder, free farming, but hopefully you can get enough done with the Senna in the other lanes.
Yeah, Jiang though now, he's finished his Riftmaker, that's very scary.
Yeah. Still, I don't think he's just going to be outright murdering Ray Farkey until he gets another item.
Oh, Arya going aggressive there. Pretender, he's going to land the charm. Kaiming's here. Is there going to be enough damage? Devour should be available for Kaiwing. 1Q and the Devour might be able to come through. They're going to choose not to, though. Taking that Glacial Prison. There's a trade of ults, but still.
Yeah, there was no one even remotely close to Arya on the map. As you see his AD and jungle.
เหมือน DFM จะได้ไวครับ6ตัวนะ
In theory, could have come out to help if need be. Sees an assist here onto Kaiming. Kaiming's definitely out of position. Bullet Pistol Voyage!
Oh.
It's going to get stopped. Arya with the exact amount of mana needed.
เฮ้ยไม่ดิ FAK ดิได้3ตัวอ๋อได้เป็นคนละ3เพราะว่า3ตัวแรกDFL เอาไปละ
The Gwen.
Yeah, that is very true. Generally, we see these trades favoring the team with the dragons. Even if you get the 6 Void Grubs, it doesn't always feel like it matters that much. We're going to see Kaiwing 5Q out of Fog, I guess. Wow, in
Perfect
a
play
tiny pocket of vision, yeah. Kaiwing thought he was perfectly safe with 2 wards on that side of the map, but yeah, Steel somehow finds Fog there.
Oh, back to live. Udapon, he's going to have to flash away, and it's going to be Gemini who finds at least the first reset here of the team fight. Pretender does go down in the upper side of it, though. Jiang, though, he's got the needlework.
เกวนมันเข้าถึงเซน่าได้ไงวะ
And his Vault Breaker going to have to just come back.
ไม่ทันดูต้องดูรีเพย์อะเพราะว่าตอนมาถึงเซน่าก็ตายแล้วอะ
Fight. Gemini, though, he's not content with just giving it up. Through he comes. He's going to land the root. He's going to land a hell of a lot of damage. Vault Breaker back in.
ตอนแรกคิดว่า FAK ไม่สู้ได้ซ้ำนะเพราะว่าเบียโก้ไปเอาไวครับแล้วไง
It's a very fair.
อยู่ๆไฟมังกรกันเฉย
Up. In that fight, Steel tries to, he notices they've kind of lost the fight and tries to just quickly finish up the dragon and get out of there, but Gemini notices him doing it and steals it away. Yeah, this seems like such a difficult game for DFM.
Oh, did Eminem go down? I guess so.
Yeah, must have. And then that's got to give you the confidence that to think you're able to do this dragon pretty easily, right? But the 4v5 contest.
Yeah, Kylan with a really good devour.
อ๋อเกวนมันเทเลพอร์ตใส่มินเนี่ยนแล้วอ้อมหลังมาก็ว่าอยู่ตายได้ไง
And you lost your Senna pretty quick too.
ปกตินี่เข้าถึงเซนหน้ามันยากมากเลยนะเพราะมันตีไกลไงอ๋อสรุปเกวนอ้อมหลังมาเมื่อกี้เหมือนเปิดโค้ดใส่ด้วยนะ
We're at the part of the game where Ray Farkey actually kind of does a bit more damage to Jiang than he can return, but this will not be the truth for very long.
Yeah, essentially one more item and
Yeah, game's just over.
Yeah.
Kind of a Ray Farkey in terms of his lane matchup, but
yeah, we've seen them just, you know, barely out of tower. These Cassantes get chased down by Gwen.
Rift Herald started up, Steel on it. Gemini, he's going to use that hallowed path.
เหมือนเขาจะรอสมัยมั้งหรือว่ารอไฟ
One would be the race
อ๋อเนี่ยได้บ่อยแล้ว
over. DFM still remaining active on the map. They're only 700 gold down. It's not the end of the world, but you are up against a Smolder.
Yeah, even feels like you're behind in this game with how little damage you have on DFM. It's essentially a pick comp, but they haven't managed to find any sort of lead against the Smolder.
ตะกี้เหมือน DFM แพ้ไฟนั้นแต่เงินก็ยังแบบห่างกันไม่เยอะอ่ะ400
Only going to accelerate as he gets to the 125 breakpoint.
Yeah, for sure. Eminem doing pretty well in this one.
Yeah, Gemini is massive as well. They're at a point where they probably just have to use all this engage onto Gemini, because him getting a reset in any of these fights is just a disaster.
Definitely agree.
Then you've got a Gwen, an Ahri, and a Smolder to worry about if you're using all your lockdown on this Viego.
Hollow Radiance completed now for this Nautilus. Gemini, oh, he's going to show just as Arya comes to the lane. But this is going to be bottom tower secured. I believe first tower of the game in favor now of Frank. Maybe answering back mid though, as they do drop the Rift Shield, and it should be a quick answer back. Harp as well as Udapon claiming the gold for that one, and it's the most important of the towers. All right, we have a Drifter. Does Harp have his forklift light? He's just got a wall to go to.
Oh yeah, there's nowhere to even go. Oh my god, no way.
No, this doesn't charge. He crashed into a wall.
Oh, okay.
That would have been crazy though.
I thought he was cooking. Oh, so if it crashes into a wall, it doesn't do the charge?
Yeah, there's a cooldown
Okay.
for its charge.
Okay.
If you crash into a tower, there isn't, but... Well, assuming
That was
you
still cool.
then kill the tower, but...
I didn't know you could even blast cone the Rift Herald like that.
Nah, me neither. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I thought he was drifting it up into top, but with the terrain change up there...
Well, Ray Farkey just trying to
Yeah.
clear out the minions, but with the 6 Void Grubs being picked up
อ้าวเฮ้ยเราสรุป FAK ได้ไวกับไป6ตัวเลย
as well,
แสดงว่าตอนแรกดูผิดไม่ใช่คนละ3คือได้ไป6
missed that last one. Kaiman going to claim the kill credit there onto Ray Farkey, and once again, this Gwen is just getting more and more time and more gold.
Yeah.
Quickly going to become very, very scary.
Yeah, and he's probably there on the SPAC with the tower and the kill. He's at that 2-item spike we talk about. Or the Gwen into the Cassante. And, I mean, it feels like your time to really get an advantage in this game as DFM is pretty much over. These team fights are going to be so hard now with so many...
ตอนนี้เหมือน FAK น่าจะเริ่มได้เปรียบแล้วเงินนำ 2,000 อ่ะ 2,000 นี่ก็ประมาณของเกือบชิ้นนึงอ่ะ
Take the flash and leave it there. Maybe not knowing where everyone was, a bit scary to continue on forward. A bit of voyage coming through. Kyming's not going to land though. Gemini finds the stun onto Arya, however, and through will come Mum, but it's a massive knock-up from Hark with that dredge line, and now everyone piling onto Steel, but Steel's going to get out. It's now Arya that's the main focus of the team of Frank. Jiang, he is in the middle of everyone, but still not really going down. Snip, constantly coming through. Now Jiang's going to have to get devoured. So many low health bars, but no one quite going down. This looks like it could be Smolder's plaything. Down will go one.
เหมือนใจแฟนกันทุกคนเลยมั้ง
Reset onto his Spirit Rush, and so it's only going to be the one, but by God, that was close.
Yeah, somehow only one person going down in that team fight. And I think what we saw that fight was DFM having to...
คือเลือดเหลือคนละ 200-300 เมื่อกี้ทีม DFM
the ults on this team comp. You don't have the damage to finish any of these kills. A really nice devour from Kaiwing again. Showing that it's not that he can't play non-engage champs, it's that usually his team needs him on the engage. Nice engage from Gemini. And then you see Nautilus ult there, and the Vi ult comes out onto Ahri. And then I think the Lissandra ult comes out onto Arya on his own to save himself. And without syncing up those ultimates, you're never getting a kill with this DFM.
อ๋อเหมือนลิซันด้ามันจะเข้าไปล้วงเอลิแต่ว่าเอลิมันหนีไปก่อนก็เลยรับไปเต็ม
Kill back. And eventually they managed to pick up the Cassante, but
คือเหมือนจะเข้าไปเอาตีใส่เอลิอะแล้วคือเอลิมันอยู่โคตรไกลไง
Banger of a team fight.
Yeah.
How was everyone just so low and only one person ended up going down, but it was Frank again winning out. And now they've just slowly got themselves down to a 3k gold lead. Feeling pretty good if you are on the side of Frank.
yeah, both of these teams are so good at team fighting. I just worry about this DFM comp.
Yeah, I mean, that team fight, if Smolder had stacks, everyone's getting executed.
Yeah, that's very true. And those are the team fights you have to be winning before he gets his stacks, because you need to be ending this game ASAP, or at least give yourself a massive lead, finding yourself 3k gold behind at this point.
Yeah, I also imagine Eminem would have got so many stacks in that team fight because he remained untouched pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, getting to land ults and W's. And the upgraded Q, that second evolve, always hitting multiple members.
Yeah. Still, Malignant's now completed. The, what is that called? Seeker's Arm Guard was used in the last team fight from Arya to delay and keep himself alive, so won't have that now. And while
สมมติอีก40สแต็กก็จะได้บัฟเอลเดอร์แล้ว
to Lysandra, you can look for and engage, and then Zonya's up, or you can ult yourself, people waiting for you to come out, and then Zonya's and maybe blow a few cooldowns, see what your team can get done. Just a lot of delay in those team fights, but
Yeah.
until he gets the Zonya's fully completed, won't have that option available for himself. Oh, he does do it now, so.
Yeah,
เงินนำ 3,000 ก็ของชิ้นหนึงพอดี
It's still 100 AP, but yeah.
yeah, true. It's not the Zonyas of old.
Yeah, it is. You do miss the effects of other items, the likes of, Deathcap, Leandri's just.
ถ้าไม่เล่นพลาด FAK น่าจะชนะมั้งเกมนี้นะเดาเพราะว่าเงินนำเดเมจมันเริ่มเยอะแล้วไง
Yeah, safe to say Eminem will be getting there on the Smolder this game. And yesterday we saw Smolder beat a Dragon Soul.
Yeah, Hextech Soul.
Yeah,
That.
the strongest soul in the game.
Okay. 13 to 14 between the top laners, and Ray Farkey, he's at about an item and a half, whereas we have the Nashes completed now for Jiang, meaning he's at 2 items. And Gwyn already would be winning at this stage, but now he's just going to be winning even harder, especially considering it is looking like it's going to be the.
แต่ว่าเหมือนทำเคนก็เคาน์เตอร์ลิซันด้าหน่อยๆด้วยนะเพราะว่าเวลาลิซันด้าจับใครทำเคนมันกินแล้วก็มันก็รอดไง
damage.
ก็คือเหมือนเสียอันตีไปเลย
We'll see what he goes for. Don't really know yet. It could be either the Iceborne Gauntlet or the Jack Show, as his items are currently.
Yeah, I think he should probably just focus on the team fights with maybe a Jack Show. Frontline and stall for his team.
And no headway getting made in this Ari lane, just insta-clearing out the wave. Oh, Arya.
And it's kind of hard to see what DFM are supposed to do at this point. As these items come out for Jiang and Gemini, they kind of aren't targets anymore for your engage. They're probably just too tanky to take down efficiently. Ari gonna get Azonias eventually, but is probably still killable. Same with the Smolder. And it seems like their whole comp, maybe the idea of it is to just kill the Smolder.
น่าจะไฟนะเนี่ยมังกรนี้ตอนแรกนึกว่าเขาจะปล่อยนะแทบมาเดินมาอย่างนี้น่าจะสู้ต่อ
Maybe Aatrox you can handle a little better than a Gwen, but Gwen with uptime in these fights is just gonna absolutely shred everyone.
แต่ว่านี่ถ้าไฟแพ้ก็อาจน่าจะเสียบอลนะ
This dragon, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure by now Eminem will have the execute on his Q. We'll see.
Yeah, it should be very close at least.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since we last looked, and he was almost at it then, so I have to imagine. Looks like Kaiwing's going to get engaged on. Teleport coming through here. It's going to be Eminem coming down. Jiang, there's a lot of people all in a line, and Jiang does have that needlework. Everyone's coming down. The execute is available. Can he find one? It looks like he's very close to doing so. Pretender finds the first kill, even the second. He's going to get the third hit on Utapon. That's a triple. Is he going to go for the Penta?
น่าจะจบแล้วแหละ
in, but it is going to be a 4-0 in that team fight. And Frank, they're completely taking over. Teleport now coming through from Jiang as he's going to go to the top side and even look for that inner turret for themselves. Baron could be on the menu. Third dragon was picked up.
Kaiwing is just always in the right place at the right time, ready with his ultimate in these fights. He did have to flash there to save Pretender, but completely shuts down this engage from DFM, and you see the difference in damage.
Yeah, Kaiwing not doing any damage, kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
ตอนแรกเหมือนไฟดีนะจนกระทั่งเอลิสมาล้วงเซนนาแล้วอีเวียโก้โดดอันตีใส่สกิล4ใส่โดนเข้าหน้าเซนนาแบบจังๆอ่ะ
There just weren't enough options in this draft. You saw them kind of find a pick onto Kaiwing there, and a lot of the time in these comps you want to just use
เนี่ยตอนแรกเหมือนเปิดสวยนะ
Yeah, not
Just
the
so you-
best though.
ดูเอลิสนะ
just to avoid.
คือแบบชามเข้าหน้า
He makes his way onto Pretender here, who's eaten 2 ultimates,
Oh.
and yeah. The fight's over at that point. You can't even get the kill on the Ahri. You might not even
ตอนแรกเอลิสเกือบตายแล้วเพราะว่าลิซันดามันอันตีใส่แล้วไอ้ไทม์เค้นโดดเข้ามาสกิล4กินเข้าไปรอดเฉยเลย
A word.
Yeah, he just knows his guardian angel is going to be there to save him.
He
Kaiwing in
actually
every
can't
fight.
say a word. If he's just to say thank you to Kaiwing, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He got a
Kaiwing
triple
in
kill and played it well, but he would have been dead, so.
every fight, Kaiwing has found a really good Tom control. Never caught lacking on the Tom.
Yeah, and you say he's not playing engage, but he is engaging on Tom, whether it be him going in or running away. Everything coming down now onto Pretender. The triple kill, will it matter? He does manage to get himself out, and now the executes are going to be coming through. Pretender picks up the one. Ari is going to have to use that. Zonya's will be going down very shortly after, and it's Kaiwing who picks up that kill for himself. Gemini just 2v1ing the bot side here of DFM. It's currently a 2-4.
น่าจะชนะแล้วมั้ง
Away as fast as he can to the top side. On the bot side, though, it's going to be Jiang up against Ray Faki. One tower taken. Inhib's going to be next. Teleport coming through as well now as Pretender joins his top lane. And Udipon's back even gets stopped here from Gemini on the Viego. Dodges out of that snare. And now back to the bot side. 4 members. Ray Faki pops the all out. He's not going to be able to live for very long. Execute coming.
คือเกมนี้ถ้าไม่มีไทม์เค้น DFM อาจจะพอจะเล่นต่อได้นะแต่แบบพอเจอไทม์เค้นคือไม่รอดอ่ะ
Towards this Nexus.
คือแบบจับใครไม่ได้เลย
Follow suit. And Frank, absolute domination in game number 1.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've seen Jiang on the Gwen before. He was
โอ้โห อื้อหือโอเค